All right, this is Nikhil Shah, my dad, and he's going to talk about the Indian-Pakistan War that happened during his life.
So I'm going to talk to you about the India-Pakistan War of 1971. Uh, I don't know whether a lot of people out here know that India and Pakistan have fought nearly four wars over the last 60, 70 years. The first war was the war of 1947 when India and Pakistan had a war after immediately after both the countries gained independence from the British people. So the there has always been a little bit of a tension between the two countries since they got their independence, and they had a war in 1965 and then a war in 1971. I was born in 1967, so I was like 4 years old when this war started, and I have got a little bit. I don't remember a whole lot of things because I was very young, but uh, since since then I've read about it and I've learned a great deal more. So let me tell you a little bit about what happened when India and Pakistan got their independence. India was the bigger country, whereas Pakistan was a country that was divided into two portions. One of them was on the west side, and the other on the east side of the east side of India. So it was not a contiguous piece of land for Pakistan, and the people of West Pakistan and the people of East Pakistan, they were always there was a little bit of hostility which grew over the years. In 1971, uh, the East Pakistan, which is now known as Bangladesh, started their fight for freedom, and because of this, West Pakistan attacked East Pakistan. There were a lot of casualties in East Pakistan, and lot of refugees, like millions of refugees, poured into India because they were in a real bad state. What happened was that India, because of this, started suffering economically, and the plight of seeing the plight of the East Pakistanis, they decided that they needed to do something to help them out. So India joined the war, though reluctantly, trying to help the East Pakistanis uh, with food and military equipment. And I was 4 years old at that time. We knew that this was coming up, over the years and all that, and finally, basically, it started to boil over. The scene or the the vision that I have was that being 4 years old, looking from the balcony of my apartment where my family lived, and the fighter jets basically flying in the air, firing at the buildings in Bombay, which is now the city of Mumbai. In those days, to basically uh, not give them an easy target, we used to, or we were directed to switch off all the lights in the city so that they don't have a easy target. Obviously, there was not sophisticated technology as the modern airplanes do, where they can even fight in the middle of the night in pitch darkness, no problem. And I remember that I switched on in the while I was standing in the balcony. I don't remember. I was looking for something on the floor or something, and I flicked a switch on to turn the lights on, and immediately there were shouts from the street, switch off the lights, switch off the lights. And obviously my parents and relatives who were all in the balcony with me immediately switched off the lights. But that's kind of like the vivid image that I still carry in my mind. Uh, could tell you a little bit more about the outcome of the war. The war started in December sometime of 1971, and it lasted a long period of 15 days. Uh, Pakistan basically gave up. They accepted defeat. That is West Pakistan. A new independent country, Bangladesh, was born. Uh, Pakistan surrendered to the Indian army. Basically, there were lots of I think like 800,000 Pakistani soldiers who surrendered to the Indian military, and since then, over the next few months, India basically released those prisoners of war as a gesture of goodwill. They also had, basically because of the fight, they had also acquired some thousands of square miles of Pakistani territory, which again they give it back in the hope of creating lasting peace. Uh, Normalcy came back after that. I don't remember having seen any wars in India, though I do know that another war happened in 1999, the war of Kargil, but I was in the US at that time. So uh, it's been the hostilities still go on. It's India still believes that Pakistan should stop supporting terrorism, and but there is hope that eventually this people will get together, try to work it out, so that you have good friendly neighbor relationships with your neighbor. That's it. Like, is there anything else you would like to know, or
No, that's good. Thanks.
okay? Thank you.